Okay, we're on section 3.4. Example 2, it's talking about the world's tallest freestanding totem pole in Beacon Hill Park. While visiting the park, Manuel wanted to determine the height of the totem pole, so he drew a sketch and made some measurements. Okay, so here's the sketch, and this is its measurements. He walked along the shadow of the totem pole and counted 42 paces, estimating each pace was about 1 meter. So here's paces. He then estimated the angle of elevation of the sun was 40. And he observed that the shadow ran uphill and estimated that the angle the hill made with the horizontal was about 5 degrees. So right here, about 5 degrees. He wants to know the height of the totem pole. So if we look at this triangle here, we know 2 of the angles. So this one's 40, this one's 5. We should be able to find this one here. So if we go 180, subtract 40, subtract 5, we will get 135 degrees. So this means this angle here is 135 degrees. So this makes a straight line, which is 180. So if this is 135, we should be able to go 180, subtract 135 to get 45, meaning this piece of the angle should be 45 degrees. Okay? Also, this totem pole should be sitting at a right angle, because this is a right angle here, with the ground. So if this little chunk is 5 degrees, that means the remaining piece should be 85 degrees, making a total of 90. So this one should be 85 degrees. Okay, so then we should be able to find out this top corner right here, because we have 45, we have 85, so again, we should be able to go 180, subtract 45, subtract 85, and we should get an angle of 50 degrees here. Now, we're looking for the height of the totem pole, so we know he had 42 paces, and it matches with the degree of 50. So we should be able to use sine law using this angle to find h. So we'll set it up as 42 over sine 50 is equal to 40h, for the height, over sine 45. Okay, so when we cross multiply, we will go sine 45 times 42 is equal to sine 50h. So we get the values 29.7 when we multiply sine 45 with 42. And that is equal to, let's figure out what sine 50 is as a decimal. So it is 0.77. So we have 0.77h. So we want h by itself, so we'll divide by 0.77. And you get 29.7 divided by 0.77. The height is 38.57 meters. So that is the height of the totem pole. Okay, looking at this example 3, Brendan and Diane climbed the cliff at Dry Island Buffalo Jump in Alberta. They need to know the height of the climb before they start. Brendan starts at point B as shown in the diagram. He uses a clinometer to determine the angle ABC, the angle of elevation to the top of the cliff. Then he estimates the angle of CBD, the angle between the base of the cliff, himself, and Diana, who's standing at point D. Diana estimates CDB, the angle between the base of the cliff, herself, and Brennan. Determine the height of the cliff to the nearest meter. So what we want to find is the height of the cliff. So this missing angle out of this triangle by going 180, subtract 50 degrees, subtract 60 degrees. And we will get 70 degrees. So this angle here is 70 degrees. So we should be able to find this distance here by using the sine law. This matching with this information, and the 15 matching with the information we want, which is side CB. So if we set this up in sine law, 60 over sine 70 is equal to, we'll call it CB, because we don't know the length, over sine 50. Then we'll use our proportionally cross multiply. We'll multiply sine 50 with 60 and sine 70 with CB. So sine 70 is equal to 0.94. So 0.94 CB is equal to, we will go sine 50 multiplied to 60. And you get 45.96. We want CB by itself, so we'll divide by 0.94. And we will find that CB is equal to 48.9 meters. Okay, so that means this bottom distance, CB, is 48.9 meters. Okay, if you notice this triangle here, this is a right triangle. So I just draw this triangle out here. That's a right triangle. So we can go back and use the information we remember for right triangles. This distance was 48.9. This was C, B, this is A. What we want is the height of the triangle. And this angle is 76. So we can go back and use our SOHCAHTOA information. Okay, so we have this angle, we want this side, and we have this information. So we have opposite and adjacent. Opposite and adjacent is tan. So we will go tan 76 is equal to x, which is opposite, over 48.9, which is adjacent. So let's multiply by 48.9, multiply by 48.9. So then we will get x is equal to, so we will multiply 1076 times 48.9, and you get 196.13. So the cliff height is 196.13 meters.